Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts German campaign. Where, believe it or not, the date here is not an hour. It took me that bloody long to get a war going. And we're fighting Spain! Yes. Yes, be afraid, people. Be very afraid. Somehow I have the feeling this will be an easy victory. I don't believe, we saw all those ships here. Like, nope. That's not true. They got no ships. And I'm launching a naval invasion. I'm gonna finish them off, because gotta do something. Besides that, in the meanwhile, well, since the 1940s game, I've started to slowly upgrade my ships again in a massive upgrading overall, and I'm up to 420 ships. The increase is mostly my battle cruisers, heavy cruisers, and of course my light cruiser fleet that has, well, over doubled in size, I believe. Don't want to give away all the spoilers, but we have a couple of new ships because I was bored out of my mind, just hitting the end turn button. We have the L-class destroyer, battle cruiser, pardon me. 8 of them in service, 15-inch guns. She is a very fast. In fact, as you can see, she is the fastest ship in my entire fleet. They don't have a lot of armor. In fact, here, let me see. Weapons, accuracy, armor. There. A 14-inch main belt, sure, but the deck is only 6-inch. It's, if she gets hit, she dies. Now, what else is new? I built the N-class heavy cruiser. The N-class heavy cruiser is a variation on the... What was she called again? The Irene class. It's essentially the Irene class with a different funnel setup and different torpedo loadout. Less guns. But she's very cheap. 500 million. Well, 573 million, of course. So I was like, easy to produce this ship. Why not build 30? And we also have the Koning Albert. The Koning Albert is 4,500 tons. That means that the V40 destroyer is bigger than this light cruiser. And this light cruiser is armed with a couple of 6-inch guns. 3 in total, as you can see. 4, actually. 4 guns and 10 torpedo launchers, 10 torpedo tubes. It's a relative slow ship, only 30 knots, but she does pack a punch for only 350 million. So yeah, those are pretty much the new ships that I have. Those are the ships I use to reinforce my fleet. And now this is simply a question of rounding things up. Naval reforms, nice. Yeah, 1 out of 3 should be easy victory, but then I do have a lovely new island. Besides that, nothing has really changed in the world. The Ottomans are slowly fighting in this area, every now and then attacking me. They've been driven out here by the Serbs, which is kind of funny. But, oh yeah, and I took Kazakhstan. as well. Pretty much that's everything that happened. So yes, let's skip forward 2 turns and say goodbye to Spain, I suppose. And there we have it. Ooh, snorkels. Dutch invention, I believe. The Northern Marianas have been taken, ladies and gentlemen. That means Spain now has 0 provinces, 0 ports. Spain is done for. And that will be the next nation to die a glorious, albeit futile, death. One destroyer to Saipan, please. There we go. May 1941, a day that will live in infamy. Spain has been dissolved. That means we now look at Italy, Spain, and Russia, all 3 being gone, leaving us with, of course, France, United Kingdom, and the US of A. Now, let's see if we can get another war going. Hopefully, it'll go faster this time. Otherwise, I'm gonna cry. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. July 1942. Germany and the United States are at war. Oh, and now we want to do Serbia? No. Go away, Serbia. I'm not interested in you. I got bigger fish to fry. So, ladies and gentlemen, status report. I have 430 ships. The United States have 380 ships. In terms of battleships, they have an advantage, especially since 5 of my battleships are fairly outdated. They are the outdated Tirpitz class. In terms of battle cruisers, yeah, I believe I have a distinct advantage. Heavy cruisers, I got the number advantage. Light cruisers, oh yes, definite advantage here. Destroyers, slight disadvantage. Submarines, equal. Allies. Portugal and Serbia are United States allies, while Norway and Canada are mine. Well, Norway, sadly, is being overrun by Sweden currently. They've been going back and forth for years now. And Canada, hey, how come Central Canada isn't ours? That is weird. Okay, so my allies are fairly weak, but hopefully they'll be able to do something. United States allies, of course, Portugal. Not a big threat. And Serbia has Montenegro as a port. Maybe I'll attack that, maybe I won't, I don't know. In Europe, situation is quite simple. Portugal and Serentia are my main targets. Serbia, secondary targets. These ports have to be taken. Africa, I don't have a lot of ships in Africa. One battle cruiser is essentially all the capital ships that I have here. And yeah, look at that. There are massive US fleets here already. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. However, each American ship we can kill here, the better it is. Look at that, another big fleet. Jeez. Yeah, my Africa ships are at a distinct disadvantage. However, in Europe, I think I have a certain advantage in terms of firepower, so that'll equal out, right? In Asia, things are looking quiet, but let me do a double check. I think the Dutch East Indies, of course, together with the area around Singapore, Malaya, will be my main target in Asia. My Asian fleet is, though weak, capable enough of dealing with the US here because there are like no US ships in the area, which is good. Maybe we'll even be able to take parts of Japan. That would be great. Yeah, that's my Asia stratagem, I think. In the Americas, I'm essentially gonna stay away from the Americas right now. I do have a couple of raiding ships lurking about here, but there are no real US. Well, they don't have any ships here. You're gonna raid San Francisco. Sell you out there. Can I bring reinforcements? 3 destroyers, 2 lights, 2 lights. Rather not. I think I'm gonna need those ships over here. I'm gonna take heavy casualties on my transports. Not to mention over here, another battleship, 2 battleships, jeez, 4 battleships over here. Yeah, there is no way I can hold that, not with a light cruiser. Yeah. What do we have here? Turpets and another turpets. Yeah, 2 outdated battleships with 11-inch guns. Nope, that's not gonna happen. We got some good battleships around as well, but... Yeah, I suppose the strike on Serentia will be the first. The Deutschland and 2 escorts join up with a battleship. Join up with another couple of escorts. That'll do. We can bring the Mars in. 15-inch battle cruiser. That'll do. Oh, look at that. The Preußen and another Preußen. Oh, that is a very potent battleship force. Move to Port Said to block off enemy ships coming from that direction. I want more escorts over there. Yeah, I think the Serentia campaign will be my first campaign. If nothing else, I will draw the Americans into the Mediterranean to destroy them. Yes. Yes, that feels like a lovely plan. The Admiral is a Wilhelm and another Wilhelm class. Excellent. We have another American fleet here. Move to intercept. I'm confident in my battle cruisers, to be honest. Ooh, this is the L2. L-class. Move in as well, form a fleet. Destroyers. Block off Gibraltar. We have some ships to destroy, some ports to take. This will be the easy part of the campaign. The African part is the hard part, I think. I mean, I had a single battle cruiser here. Yeah, there. L class, so modern, yes, fast, yes. Will she have the firepower though? And will she have the armor to withstand the fire of the Americans? I do not know. Move to intercept, and we'll see, I guess. We will see. Asia. We're gonna move our squadron to prepare to attack there. Western Philippines. And move a fleet towards Formosa to attack there as well. I want to take the islands before the continents. I have to weaken the American ground forces first by taking away all those lovely little islands. You move to Okinawa to start bombarding over there. In the meanwhile, Korea is launching a counterattack against the Americans, and they are winning, which is good. Another fleet here. Yes, that goes towards Malaya. Okay. I think we're ready to go. My ships, as you can see, most of my ships are 1940, 1941, 1942 designs. Only a couple, like the Strasbourg and the Koning Albert, are a bit older. The L-class is older as well. Yeah, but you still have Generation 2 radar, so it should be okay. Okay. We're ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready to start what I think will be probably the last war of this campaign. Destroying the Americans will be a fun goal for this campaign. If I take down America, I'll have world dominance for sure. Shipbuilding capacity is good. We're building a single battle cruiser for Canada, which is fine. I might take that battle cruiser for myself later on, but we'll see. Yes, then move some submarines. Because you know, we have them, we gotta use them. And I had 3 there. I think I have 3 in Gibraltar. In Barcelona, I mean, pardon me. No. Thought usually I deploy them in Spain. Guess I didn't this time. There's one there. Kiel, of course, Kiel. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, look at the range of these submarines. Nice. And that is a big group of subs. Holy. Submarine will join that group over there. Okay. Hey, that is pretty nice. That does mean I've deployed most of my submarines at sea now. Oh, roughly half. There are some here in Asia as well. Let's deploy them immediately. I mean, wow. I'm not used to submarines having that much range. Go over there. Hunt for convoys. Princess Wilhelm. Move here, hunt for convoys. Yeah, we're gonna hit them. Well, not with all my might. Then again, why not? Just deploy, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Let's not press the cancel button, shall we? battle cruisers. Yes, please. Okay. Yeah, that is gonna hurt America, hopefully. I'm don't get me wrong, I'm gonna get hit hard over here. I am aware. I'm gonna lose so many convoys so quickly. So I gotta strike hard immediately as well. And I fully expect, what is my prognosis for this campaign, for this fight? I fully expect to lose these two colonies here, and I fully expect the Americans to land in one of the other African colonies as well. I just don't have the firepower to withstand these kind of fleets. Where are they? Over here, I think. Yeah, I don't have the ships to deal with that over here. My naval force is deployed over here, over there, in Europe as well. Not in Africa, not the African coast. So if the Americans decide to hit me there, they will hit me hard. Same with the Americas. I don't expect it. I can see the AI landing here. I can see them trying to take it from me. And the sad thing is, well, let's see, monetary. The Americas are bigger. My growth is better. Not much. Oil production per capita, I got more oil. My army budget is a lot better. Because I have an army force of 3 million versus 500,000 of the Americas, which is good. Of course, that is also due to my... Well, my population is higher than the Americas, not much. Okay, interesting. Yeah, if we look at provinces, though, I'm twice the size of the USA. Got more ports. And honestly, I'm just scared of pressing the unturn button. But we're gonna do it anyway. 2 naval invasions. A strike, a submarine. Okay. US battleship with 10-inch guns. Holy shit. Only 10-inch guns? Interesting. I mean, most of my battleships have 15 and 16 inchers. With only a couple having 2 inchers? 2 inchers, 11 inchers? Well, 2. Alright, freeze. We gotta know, man, we gotta know. What are we facing? This is a Dreadnought. Triple guns. Let's take a look. Maximum bulkheads. 15-inch main belts. Stereoscopic 3 rangefinder, generation 1 radar. Okay, anti-flood 1. And anti-torp 2. If you flood, you die. Pretty much. Range to targets. 30 kilometers. My guns will open fire at 17. My torpedoes at 23. Honestly, that's what I'm counting on. Torpedo attacks. I'm gonna launch torpedoes with these ships. And that's pretty much it. Torpedoing and running like the wind. Tell me that you're a proper torpedo boat? Nope. Well, yes, you are. This is probably my strongest ship here for this mission. Although, yeah, this modern light cruiser is also quite potent in what she has to do. Sperber has been spotted. Sperber smokes up. E11, smoke up. Range to target, roughly 20 kilometers. Closing. Detach. Okay. 20 kilometers. Targets are locked. Stand by. 5, 4, 3. What are you doing? You're turning away. Already. Great. Sure. Aggressive torpedoes authorized. Aggressive torpedoes authorized. You're gonna hold position with your torpedoes. Spellboat torpedoes away. V11 is gonna get hit again, but you fired your torpedoes. You're up next. 5 torpedoes away. 10 torpedoes away. Torpedoes, torpedoes. And there's the other group of torpedoes. Let's pray. If 1 or 2 will hit, then I'll be happy. Torpedo reload at 50%. You're ready to go. So, Spaba, prepare to engage. V102 over there. Torpedoes inbound. She hit my destroyer. I will get torpedo hits. 1 hit. A dud and another hit. Other torpedo salvo will probably miss. Okay, hey, that is not bad, ladies and gentlemen. That is not bad. V102 is badly damaged. Spelboat is still capable of fighting. So is V11. Confirm. Yeah, torpedoes missed. Looks like she has her flooding under control, but she will already be out of action for quite a while. Spaba. Range to target, 22 kilometers. Launchers are almost turned properly there. Smoke her up. She had damage to her rudder. Torpedoes are almost ready. Torpedoes almost ready. Confirm. Yeah, rudder damaged. Excellent. Aggressive fire authorized. Aggressive fire authorized. And aggressive torpedo fire authorized. Where's the target? Smoke screen will run out soon. Let her close in the meanwhile. You off. Other destroyer is in the way. Contact. Spellbar, come about. Destroyer, run. Other destroyer, prepare to engage. Turn off torpedoes, we're not going for a second salvo. At least not from you. First destroyer in retreat. Yes, sir. Now the waiting game begins again. Slowly fall back. That salvo will miss, but I'm counting. No, that'll miss as well. Unfortunate. Not quite the end of the world, though. Ooh, torpedo changed course, but nope. Let's try that again. Spellbar, turn in. V102, prepare to engage. I am not sure what side these launchers are on. Okay, yeah, I have to turn like this. Torpedoes away. Your torpedoes are away as well. You may retreat under cover of smoke. Thank you. You may retreat under cover of smoke. Torpedoes inbound. Large salvo here. That'll probably miss. Let's see, got one more torpedo attack available to me. There she is. One torpedo might hit there. Ooh, maybe. She detected the torpedoes. In between. Ah. Come on. Spellbar, come about. Close the distance. Once more. Range to target 17. Torpedoes away. Currently laying covering fire. Oh, there. I was about to say that is looking painful. Smoking up. Torpedo hits. 6k damage. Now I'm a bit worried that the lower torpedoes haven't fired at all so far. Alright, damage to that battleship. Decent. She won't be out for long, but she'll be out. A decent enough strike. Only light damage. Expected more. Although the Ohio-class battleships are not a threat, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna auto-resolve against that cruiser. Should be fine. Sank a heavy cruiser. Excellent. Yeah, look at that. We have hit a lot of transport ships there. Serbia, no. Okay, yeah, that fleet is surrounded. Okay, the Americans try to take Tripolitania, while my fleet is taking Serentia. At least that is the goal, it seems. I am gonna stop any move on Tripolitania, though, with that fleet. This fleet, the destroyers are blocking off enemy movements. And we have a submarine engagement. What? Fight to the end, my friends. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, USA? I mean, we only had 3 small skirmishes and you already want to surrender? Lol. No way, son, no way. Okay, with that the game has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Fleets are moving into position all around the world, all around the globe, to deal with the evil Americans. Will we succeed? That is a good question. I hope so. Let's sound out the colonial fleet. Okay, this division here is being repaired. I'm very glad I did not build anything currently, because I have the feeling we will get a lot of ships that need a fixin'. My ground troops are attacking here. Okay, interesting. And that's pretty much everything for this turn, I think. Yeah. Join me next time, ladies and gentlemen, when the war kicks off for real. Until then, take care.